Imagine this. You're standing in a small village. Same dusty street, same faces, same bread baking every morning. Safe, predictable, comfortable, and boring as hell. That's the comfort zone. Nothing grows there. Not your soul, not your courage, not your capacity to change shit that actually matters. Now here's the kicker. Your unconscious already knows this pattern. Think of the first time you learned to ride a bike. You didn't want to. You were scared of falling. Fear. But then what? You got on, wobbled, fell. Chaos. Then click, balance. Transformation. Suddenly, you're not a villager anymore. You're a rider. You can move through the world faster than walking. You own a new identity. That's the treasure. Skip the fear, skip the action, skip the chaos. You never become anything new. You stay a villager. And that is the unconscious death most people choose without even realizing it. Now, chunking up. Think about the ramifications. Every hero story is the same pattern because it's biology, neurology, cosmology rolled into one. Your brain literally learns through pattern interruption. Chaos creates opening. Without the disruption, the nervous system just loops yesterday, again today. It's why trauma locks people into the same story. But also, why control chaos, challenge, adventure, risk? It upgrades the system. The brain grows from being destabilized, then repatterned. Science says it's called neuroplasticity. Myth says it's called the hero's journey. Same thing. Now let's chunk down. Think of a 5-year-old building a tower with blocks. At first, safe, simple, stack them up. Then fear. What if it falls? Action. The kid adds one more block anyway. Chaos, tower collapses. Transformation. The kid learns about balance, weight, structure. Treasure. Next time, a taller, sturdier tower. That's literally the same algorithm as Odysseus, Luke Skywalker, or your own first heartbreak. The scale changes, but the unconscious code is identical. So let me make it blunt. If you don't step into fear and chaos, your life stays small. And small lives rot. You know it. You've seen people stuck in jobs they hate. Relationships that shriveled. Habits that suffocate. Why? Because they avoided the fucking dragon. They chose safety over transformation. They died villagers. But when you move, when you act, the fear turns into fuel. Chaos carves a new neural highway. Transformation isn't a maybe, it's a law. Cause and effect. Physics of the soul. You may say, but chaos is dangerous. Yeah, so is oxygen in too high a dose. Chaos is the dosage of growth. No chaos, no change. But I'm afraid of what people will think. People, they're already thinking about themselves. If they think about you, you just stepped into being memorable. Villagers never get remembered. Heroes do. But what if I fail? You're supposed to fail. Failure is feedback. Like a GPS recalculating. Without failure, you wouldn't know you're off course. Villagers worship perfection. Heroes use failure as fuel. If you follow this path, you face fear, act, survive chaos. Your future self literally thanks you with a bigger life, richer relationships, opportunities you can't even imagine now. If you don't, you shrink, you calcify, you end up bitter, talking about what could have been. That is the karmic gravity pulling you down. One future is a spiral upward. One future is decay. The unconscious is listening right now and knows which one it prefers. So here's the unconscious install. Every time you feel fear, that's the compass pointing toward treasure. Fear isn't a stop sign. It's a neon sign flashing this way to the next level. Every time you act despite fear, you install a new identity. You're no longer the person who couldn't. You're the one who fucking did. And every time chaos hits, you remember. This is the alchemy chamber. Lead melts here. Gold comes out here. So now, integrating values. You value freedom, don't you? Growth, legacy, love, respect, security, adventure. Notice how all those, they're only accessible through stepping off the curb into fear and chaos. Comfort gives you none of them. It gives you numbness. Life will eat you, whether you act or not. But if you step into fear, action, chaos, you choose how you're eaten. You die as a villager every day in safety. Or you die once as a hero and get reborn. That's the only deal on the table. So when the dragon shows up next time, don't negotiate. Don't meditate it away. Don't wait for permission. Swing the fucking sword. And the unconscious installs it. Comfort zone, fear, action, chaos, transformation, treasure. Repeat. It's not a myth. It's the operating system.